is truly a great occasion for us. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to the board. As of now, the Mount Oglethorpe Foundation that works better. The Mount Oglethorpe Foundation is now a 501c3, fully recognized by Uncle Sam, and we would like your participation. But first of all, I would like to thank the mountain stewards. Were it not for them, if it were not for them, we would not be where we are today. The platform and classroom that you're sitting there and standing on was built by them. This platform down here was built by them. Both trails on the mountain here, the Eagles Rest Trail and also the Mount Oglethorpe Trail, was built by them. And they're probably in building the greatest park right now. At least it was Billy Ann's #1 choice, the molten toilet. She voted for it as opposed to this, but she got outvoted. But it will be completed in the next couple of weeks and will be on the parking area around to my left here.
Once upon a time,
but
this was going to be a historical occasion, and he'd like to have a little music. So I said, well, now what better way to have a historical music event than with a historical musical instrument? These Appalachian Mountains are right well known for musical instruments, and in particular, the one I'm holding called a mountain dulcimer. It's the one and only original, invented here in the USA, musical instrument. It started, we're not quite sure where, other than it was in like West Virginia, Virginia mountains, and that was about 200 years ago, more or less. Don't have all the exact roots, but just by some happenstance, 2 or 3 people in the wood crafting business began to make a musical instrument. You know, their forefathers came over and they had to travel pretty light just to survive. So they weren't bringing pianos and that sort of thing. So when it came time to have a Sunday afternoon gathering, they all naturally wanted to do a little singing. And this is the instrument that they chose to use for their accompaniment. So we'd like to give you just a little rendition of what they might have been doing a few years back. And we're going to try to stick to tunes that were pretty much original in the mid-1800s, a few up into the earlys. But that's what it's all about today, is history of 3 old tunes. Mississippi Sawyer, Little Liza Jane, you probably all heard that one, and Old Joe Clark. Are we ready? to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Oh, yeah.
From Grassy Knob to Mount Oglethorpe, he built the statue, or the big monument that you now see down in on Main Street in Pickens County, and it's right up here is where it was. This was the start of the Appalachian Trail, and it went sort of down Monument Road, off and on, around back and forth, and then eventually on down the way. That was great at the time he was alive. It was his property. The Appalachian Trail was to be built on public lands. He built it on private land, his land. And so that worked for a while until he died, and then nobody was here to take care of it and maintain all this. And so the Appalachian Trail continued on. Now, you have to understand that when he was not up here owning the property and the government kept absconding with it,